All right, welcome back for a last-minute special edition to Gotham Sound NAB Expo coverage 2026 here with Bernard from Brainstorm. Are you the brain behind the storm?
Exactly, yeah. Started the company in 1987, and
No
so
kidding.
we moved on quite a bit since then. The product that we're showing, the main product is the DXD family.
Uh-huh.
And we've been doing sync equipment for many, many years. And what is different with this box here is that it adds PTP. PTP changed everything because PTP requires time of day. So we go back to the epoch, and every signal that's generated is in reference to the time of day to January 1st, 1970.
Can you tell me what the abbreviation for PTP is?
PTP, Precision Time Protocol.
Uh-huh, okay.
So that's what's being used to synchronize audio and video over IP. So the concept with this box was to have something that could generate all the different type of sync signals that would be required in the studio. So that includes all the traditional legacy signals like word clock, AES, black burst, tri-level time code. And this will be able to take any of these signals as an external reference and then generate these and the PTP. Now, for the PTP, this product has 4 different ports, so we can generate different formats simultaneously. So we can generate PTP v1 for Dante, for example. We can generate PTP v2 for Ravenna, AES 67, ST 2110. And we can generate GPTP for AVB. So with one unit, you can synchronize multiple networks simultaneously.
And you can GPS.
And then you can also add a GPS receiver, so that now GPS will not only provide a very stable reference, but it also provides a very accurate time of day. And of course, if you have multiple units in separate locations, if they both have the GPS receiver, they will be in sync without having a cable between the two of them. This will do NTP as well as a client and as a server. So it really adds all the different type of sync signals that you would want.
So, we are, and let's move over just so we can see all the flashing lights, because it's not, this is a very pretty backdrop. It looks great. I'll switch sides, it's fine.
So this is the DXD16 here. This is the GUI for the products. It just runs on any browser. Right now we have 3 windows open for the DXD16 and 1 for the DXD8 here. One thing that's nice with the different ports is that we can use them as a boundary clock. So in this case, we have one port that's following the DXD8 and the other ports that are transferring the master information. And at the same time, this is PTP v2, and we're generating PTP v1 on port 3 so that we can convert v2 to v1. So if you're using AES 67 and Dante simultaneously, this would be very helpful.
Got it. Okay, so if you're merging multiple networks, you've got a Ravenna system, you've got a Dante system, they're all coming into the same place, you would do that. What other things would you be, kind of syncing together? So you said there's black burst, there's tri-level sync, so you're obviously doing
if you
video.
have cameras that need legacy sync, we call it now, tri-level or black burst, this will generate, and the beauty is that it's all coming from a single source, a single clock, so everything will be in sync. So you can also generate time code, and of course, because we have time of day, you can generate time of day time code. Right now, we're sending it to DSR 112 here, and it's 12:14, which is today's time. So we have a couple of time code outputs on the DXD16, so that you can generate either 2 different formats simultaneously, or you can generate 2 different times. Some customer wanted to have the time from New York and the time from London simultaneously, so you can do that as well.
Okay. So where would you see this? Like what would this be, in a control room for a news station, or where would you see something like this?
It's very wide. We come from the post-production world, but this has gone way beyond it. We even sell this to NASA and to NATO and places like that. But Yeah, typically you would see that. I mean, these are going to be in some kind of machine room somewhere. We try to make it look pretty, but nobody's going to see them. But yeah, it will be either on a large installation. It could be the Grandmaster locked to GPS, and then use several of these as boundary clocks to distribute to the other end devices. Or you can use it in smaller applications. And that's why we have the two different models where the DXD8 only has one port so that you can do only one flavor of PTP at the same time. And the DXD8 has four. So depending on the size of your installation, you would
Got it.
choose
So if you
one
have,
or the
let's
other.
say, multiple studios,
Sorry?
if you have multiple studios and multiple nodes in one place, you might have this centralized.
Exactly.
And then a few, like one of these.
Yeah, a lot of
different
studios
place.
will do that. They'll have one, and then you put multiple of the smaller one to generate maybe the different legacy sync you need. In fact, we even have an installation in Amsterdam where they have a lot of these, and they don't even use PTP. It's only because they use PTP to synchronize all these boxes together, but all they need is the BNC outputs.
I see.
So they don't use Dante, they don't use any of that. So it's just a way to sync them together.
Very cool. Let me just ask if, Peter Schneider, do you have anything from behind the camera? All right, perfect. We're going to lunch. But thank you so much for accommodating us last minute. We really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah.
And, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in a few minutes for more coverage of NAB 2026. See you soon.